and I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way.
Today, I'm going to tell you why following the crowd is the worst thing you can do and will hold you back and leave you frustrated, unhappy, and dissatisfied for the rest of your life, and how today you can start paving your own path to success, wealth, health, and happiness. So my name is Kevin Kartchner. If you don't know me, previous world champion unicyclist. 1 year ago, I left my dad's company to start the Fight Against Mediocrity, and we've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs and business owners create their own economy. Okay, so I'm in North Carolina right now with my wife. We're here, and then we're gonna head over to Orlando to go to Funnel Hacking Live, Russell Brunson's event in Orlando. And yesterday when we got here, it was really interesting. We landed, you know the drill. We landed on the airplane, got our stuff. We thought that we lost our son's car seat. Luckily, we found it. We get on the shuttle to go to the car rental place. And as we're driving over there, it's Avis and Budget. And as we're pulling up through the entrance of the car rental offices, they stop at this like little shack almost. I mean, it's like kind of just like a kiosk. And they're like, are there any premium or fast break members? And a couple of people like raise their hand like, yeah. He's like, okay, this is your stop. And there's like 5 of us that stayed on the bus, and we're like looking around at each other like, what the heck? Why did they get to go off? And I looked over to the lady next to me and I said, man, I kind of want to be a member of that. And she's like, I don't rent cars enough to worry about it. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fair. So they all get off. I look back at them. There's like the 3 of them hop off, immediately get into line, get help, get their cars. We keep driving and we go up to another office building a little bit bigger. And as we pull up, I have this like, oh crap moment. Because as I look at the building, it is overflowing with people to the point where the doors have people coming out the front doors. And I kind of like, put my hand on my face. I'm like, oh crap, this is going to take forever. And I pull up and you have people, wives outside waiting for their husbands and vice versa. And, families waiting outside for their rental cars. And it's a big line, and they only have, I think like 2 or 3 representatives helping. And there's a line of like 20 people. And so do some quick math in my head. And I'm like, we're going to be here for literally like maybe an hour to 2 hours. And back up, our flight got delayed 2.5 hours. And so we're already 2 hours behind. So it's getting late. Our son's tired. He wants to go to bed. So this is all coming up. And I get in line. There's, like I said, 20 people in front of me. And I sit there, and then I look back at the fast break and premium member kiosk, and there's no one there. And there are representatives there just chilling. And I look ahead of me, and everyone's in line. People are on their phones. People are frustrated. People are slowly moving up in line, but they're okay with where they're at. They're frustrated about it, but they think that's their situation and they can't change it. And so they just stay there. So I look ahead of me and they're just like waiting in line, kind of like robots. Like, oh, I hate this, but what can I do about it? And I look behind me and I see the kiosk again. And I think, why don't I just become a member? Why don't I just become a fast break member real quick and sign up? Like, looking back, I'm like, why don't I just do that? And I turned to one of the shuttle drivers and I'm like, what does it take to become a member? Like, does it cost money? At this point, I was honestly willing to pay like $100 to $200 just to become a member, and then I could cancel later, you know what I mean? And he looks at me, he's like, no, it's free. I'm like, it's free? He's like, yeah, it's free. You just have to sign up. I'm like, no, wait, like, stop. Let me get this straight. Over there, I can go over there. I just have to sign up and it's free? He's like, yeah, it's free. You just have to sign up. Okay, so I pull out my phone. It's like 6 steps. I put in my credit card information. I put in my driver's license information. Bing, 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 bing. I walk over and they're like, oh, welcome, Mr. Kartchner. Like, we're so excited to have you here. What's your fast break number? And I like look at my phone. I'm like, I think this is it. And it's like, oh, awesome. Okay, we have your reservation. Your number 2 15 or whatever, your car's right over there. I'm like, that's it? They're like, yeah, that's it. You're good to go. And I'm like, okay. And so I walk over, I get the car, I pull it around and get out, go get our suitcases. Lauren's sitting on the bench, like waiting. And so I walk over to her and she's sitting next to a really nice lady from Mississippi. And the lady with astonishment in her voice is like, how did you get your car? You went in way after my husband. My husband's biting in there forever. How did you get your car? And I was just like, you just have to become a member. And she's like, oh, okay. That's what blows my mind is she could have said, wait, all I have to do is become a member? Okay, well, let me go get my husband and we'll just become members. But because she was conditioned to just follow the crowd, this I'm assuming here, but this is what I've seen in my life and in the past is like, because people are conditioned to just follow the crowd and do what everybody else is doing, she's like, well, everybody else is already doing it. I'll just stay here. And it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't know. I just think everybody in there saw what was happening. Everyone around me saw me leave, but they chose to think in their minds, no, that's not for me. I can't do that. Premium isn't for me. Fast break isn't for me. I'm a general admission kind of person. That has to be the thought process they're having, or else why wouldn't they have followed me over there? Because in their mind, they're conditioned to think, oh, I just follow the crowd. I just do what everybody else is doing. Oh, I go into 50K in debt to go to 4 years of college just to come out and make, hardly enough to pay my student loan. Yeah, sure. Everybody else is doing it. Let's do it. You see what I'm saying? So, and I bet the saddest part about all that is that I bet if I would have went in, been like, hey, everybody, like if you become a premium member, you can literally just walk over there and get your car in 3 minutes. I bet most people would have turned around and said, dude, that guy's crazy. That guy's smoking something. Like, it can't be that easy, right? It can't be that easy. And that's kind of like what I'm doing with the Fight Against Mediocrity. I'm like raising my hand and being like, hey guys, like I was an accountant making 60K. And then I became a salesperson making multiple 6 figures. Then I started a business. Like it's not that hard. Let me teach you how to do it. And people are like, no, it can't be that easy. Or like, no, it sounds risky. No, that sounds too hard. But literally it's just a flip of the switch saying like, no, I deserve that. No, I'm the type of person who's going to get that. So anyways, moral of the story is don't follow the crowd. Think, okay, this is what everybody else is doing. It's probably just as easy to do something else. And sure, I might be the only one, but the road is going to be, in the end, a lot easier. So quit following the crowd. Be confident and sure in yourself that you deserve more. Order my book, Fight Against Mediocrity. The only way to separate yourself from the pack and achieve your true potential. That's the tagline. And that's what I truly believe. Like, separate yourself from the pack and achieve your true potential. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, please share, comment, subscribe, like. You guys are the reason I do this. I love you. Have a fantastic day.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what?